It's week 1 of the 2023 season, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Panthers and the Texans, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be piloted by their veteran quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Ryan Tannehill.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development. But he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
Tannehill to the air to start out. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Again, he's got that man Landry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Play action, it's Tannehill. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. This is brought in at the 21. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
And that's really good field position they were given. Now, nothing's a gimme. We know that. But I know his goal, have the field goal kicker just stay on the bench. They want to put it in the end zone and get 6 out of this one. If they don't, I think it'll feel like a disappointment.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. See an extra defensive back on the field. What a surprise here on 3rd and 1. go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And they're trying to capture him by surprise, I think, there with a little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Gets around him and able to break one tackle and then quickly pull it down. Nice little gain. Good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper. They're moving the ball.
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, Not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of 11, and as a result, the drive continues. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Tannehill. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Texans have moved out in front. Point after, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. How does the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on for it in. They'll come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get hurt.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, don't you?
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Our first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete.
They're putting together a job here in 5 minutes of the half. But the Panthers has been tight all game long, and it's certainly going to keep them up the score here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. as they take it over. We step aside. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that in the end zone as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ryan Tannehill in the offense heading back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. To the air again, Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. Tannehill throwing again. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Take it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. 9 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. But the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in Week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away. Many teams want you to get your feet wet first. Maybe just kind of starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. It's caught by Aguilar. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Hand off left side, Pierce. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for it. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. Texans passing game right now, picking up another 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really They've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that.
Touchdown! Brandon Cooks. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL. Back now in Houston. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Here's a 2nd and 7. Finds his tight end Ingram. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
53 yards on the ground for him so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
Once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to him on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Well, that one never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that,
on a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over at at their own 13-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So now the Panthers trailing 17-10. At time, a huge factor. They'll have 2 timeouts and, of course, also the 2-minute warning as they go to work on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. Into the hands of Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He's back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now one final throw incomplete. And time will run out here in the fourth quarter, and we are going to overtime. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw taken in there by Cooks. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Texans send the punter out. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And take it right on the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. But we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They really stymied their passing attempts. And it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. Man open, here is Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Panthers, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.